Good day. My name is Scott from the legendary Driskill Grill here in Austin, Texas, and I'm going to show everyone today how to decant a wine. First and foremost, when it comes to decanting a wine, the most important thing are to have all the right tools in place. This way when a guest does order the wine, it can be done quickly and smoothly the right way. First and foremost, the equipment, everything that I need. First and foremost, decanter. We have our wine coasters, matches, as well as a candle, the wine basket, and plenty of serviettes. Now, the first thing I do when I get started is when I take in an order for wine, I'll always confirm the selection. And once I've confirmed the selection, I go pull the wine out of the cellar. So today I've simulated like it would be laying down in the cellar. And I very, very carefully, if it's an older bottle, don't want to disturb the sediment, keep it as steady as possible. Take the wine basket. You actually maneuver the wine basket around the wine itself. So this way there's very little disturbance of the sediment inside. Always label up. So then, before I get started decanting, I always reconfirm the selection with the guest. In this case, would say all the right information on it. This case is going to be a Felina Malbec 2009 from Mendoza, Argentina. To get started on the decanting process, now that I have everything together, I want to make sure and have a good light source. So this way, if whenever I'm decanting the bottle, I can see the sediment very easily. Make sure and have my wine key correct. And I always like to hold the bottle so this way it keeps it sturdy and I don't disturb any of that sediment. And hopefully we have a nice clean cut. Foil is always in the pocket. Make sure and anchor and have a good base. Turn it in gently. Make sure and pull it out very slowly. Now, if it's an older bottle, one thing you always want to do is slowly let a little oxygen into the wine. So I'm actually going to turn it so where you can see it. And they call this burping the bottle. But this way you won't get any wine this way you won't get any wine that shoots out of the bottle. Then, to remove the cork, I always want to take care of it because a guest has ordered it. Some people like to keep it. I always first take my serviette and wrap it around the cork, being very careful not to make too much noise. And I'll put the axe away into the pocket. First thing I do is I inspect the cork, make sure everything is good and it's solid and intact. I check the mirror, making sure there hasn't been any molding. I will place the cork on the coaster, and I will be presenting this to the guests as well. So now that I have my wine open, it is time to decant the wine. And we do this with the wine outside of the basket. So make sure and be very, very careful. Always make sure and wipe the top first. By wiping the top, it make sure that any cork or sediment that has stayed at the top of the bottle will not go into the decanting wine. So, and at this particular time, I would walk the decanter over to the guest and pour tableside, always pouring the entire wine in first before pouring a taste for the guest. So then I would pour tableside and wait for confirmation, and then hopefully everything worked out perfectly. And that's how to decant a wine.